I'm in a weird mood because I've been talking about weird things, but hey, it's alright, I've got a glass of water. Mm-mm-mm. H2O. It's not pure H2O, it's got some shit in it, but it's healthy shit, don't worry about it. I don't like pure H2O, actually. It does this weird thing where it just kind of absorbs all your shit, and then you don't got no shit no more. I don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. So, Kumo and Shield should be back soonish. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. They disappeared because Dave just got way too busy and we needed to replace him. Just like, there was just no other option. And now Frank's working on it, and I think he's more or less got it. Oh shit. He's more or less got it figured out. I burped a little bit there. Oh shit. I just ate a sandwich. I just ate a ham sandwich with a lot of ham in it. I should drink more water. Okay, probably good now. Chung's gonna teach us all Korean. Awesome. Yeah, I've been working on that here and there. Just getting used to the symbols and things like that. Again, I don't know any of the word structure or what the words even mean. For now, I'm just working on the symbols. But if Chung comes and helps out, that'd be fucking great. Uh, Anybody really. uh, yeah, that's like I want to say it's been going good, but I already know that I haven't started the hard part yet. So, I mean, it has been going like of the app that I use, I've been doing like the test section. Like it's a practice section where it teaches you them, and there's a test section where it makes sure that you know them. And I've been doing that. Scarcely just choosing random ones and say, oh, how well can I do with this? And then I hear a sound, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, that's this thing. And then sometimes I'm like, what? you know? Because it's partially a memory thing. Sometimes I forget. Some things are very complicated too. Like the certain changes, just change things. Like there are some sounds that are very, very similar to each other, but they're written differently. Like the kind of W sounds, like there you can we and then we, like a we and we are different sounds, and they're written differently. So it's very complicated. I'm sure they mean different things too. I just I'm not aware of any of that yet because I'm not paying attention to it. And hey, Tiger's back in the chair. Tiger's sitting in the chair. I'm not sitting in the chair. I haven't recorded VC in my chair in a long time because it's usually kind of cold and I like to have my blankets on my legs. So I've been recording from my bed most days. And I think Tiger has learned that, and now she's chilling in the chair because she figured out, oh, look, he's not getting in the chair, or he's not forcing me out of the chair whenever he needs to sit in the chair, so I can take the chair back. So she's enjoying that. Of course, I also had to record Kumo today. I recorded like 13 episodes, I think it was. So when Frank starts, there's just going to be a shit ton of because of his schedule and things. I encourage him to just do a lot at one time because he has the processing power. And just do a whole bunch, and then just upload a whole bunch, and schedule them for, the next. Well, I mean, for as long as it's necessary, really. Well, as long as he can. So over the next 13 days, they'll just be good, and then in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 days, maybe even I'll just do like another 10, and then we'll just do it like that. Just build up a huge backlog, just so that he has them there. And we're actually using Mega now instead of Drive. I don't even know if I ever mentioned that we were using Drive. But he's having weird problems with Drive where it just kind of doesn't work, Google Drive. So we're using Mega. We have a Mega account which has more storage space than Google Drive. So I can really just record and upload just a shit ton and then just have him go crazy whenever he has the time. So then the uploads for that will go better. He is of a different time zone. He's not usually awake during VC, so I have to handle more of that on my own. The thumbnails will be easier for him to make than I, just because he has a computer that he knows how to use, and he's comfortable using it. He loves his computer too. So he'll probably make the thumbnails and then send them to me, and then I'll just put them all up. I think like the last few episodes have missed thumbnails just because Dave just kind of almost can't anymore. I think, and we'll probably get around to fixing that. And that'll be fine. But yeah, so I can handle the thumbnails now. Thankfully, the YouTube Creator Studio, actually, they added that function. They are allowing me to add thumbnails now. I can't schedule from YouTube Creator Studio. I can schedule from, like, most things that, like, annotations I'm not sure about, but I can schedule and I can do thumbnails if I'm on the desktop version of YouTube on the mobile browser thing. And that's cool and all, but it's just, like, it's slower because it's not optimized for it, and it's just harder to maneuver again because it's not optimized for it. It's like a 5-inch screen, and then they expect you to have a big old shit or whatever. Tiny words. I don't like tiny words. But I can actually change thumbnails from Creator Studio now, which is great. In the description as well, I have a note file that just has the standard description so that I can do it. When I'm uploading it, just because it's easier, I'm still going to put the snake, and then I'm just going to copy the thumbnail, or copy the description, and then replace the snake. So the snake, if you didn't know, the snake would be the symbol, the emoji. It's going to be probably in the descriptions before these episodes, before this episode, the last two, I think, maybe. The snake would be the thing. The snake is the thing that I left for Dave to signify where the description goes. Not that he really needed it, but because it's an interesting inside joke. And the joke, well, it's not as much of a joke, but when I used to type out the extra bits, I feel like I talked about this recently, but I also think it was during a stream, so I don't mind. When I used to type out all the extra bits, when I typed out abwjr, which I will never forget, by the way, that's my invite code, comrade code, if you want to be a comrade with me. When I used to type that out, sometimes my keyboard would think I was typing snake, and then I would see just an adorable little snake emoji. So it's just my little friend that was there every now and then. And now he's there all the time, except he doesn't last very long when Dave gets around to fixing it. Oh yeah, I was gonna do something. So I promised, because Blaze hates it, I promised to turn off annotations and see what happens. Not annotations, Christ. Animations. Very similar words. Battle action motions. That's the one. We'll leave on show weather effects. There aren't any weather effects anymore. It's so sad. Weather effects were in Chronicle, but not in... I don't see any in the event. I mean, they should just, like, fucking... Come on, Mynet. Get your shit together. Okay, here we go. Let's... I don't know. Last time I did this, I actually got a bit of a headache. I feel like I could get used to it. I just don't like it very much. I can also slow it down, but... Let's just see what happens. I think I mentally primed myself for this. Okay. It's just shit's happening now. I don't... No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah, God. I could get used to it. This is weird. I think I can slow it down more. Oh no. Oh no. It's hard to explain why. But I think it's more from the fact that I'm used to the other thing, that when I don't see it, I get a headache because I expect it to happen, and when it doesn't, it bothers me. I can get used to it. I do want to see what it's like. Animations off and speed lowered, because somebody mentioned that as well. Maybe that, because they just don't like the animations. Well, Blaze doesn't like the animations because they're slow. Patchy doesn't like the animations because they look dumb on the auto team specifically. I haven't used the auto team in a while. I only use the auto team, this beautiful team, by the way. I only use that on level 500 because that's just like the only time when it's most effective. Let's see what happens here though. His Cerberus too. That's my favorite now because I think she's cute. So now they're just, well, they're still gonna be hopping up and down. It's just at a slower rate now. That was never really the issue. I just don't like. I don't like. I'm just too used to it. Let's turn battle speed back on. Let's maybe get used to animations off. Battle action motions. Maybe I'll see what other people have to say. Because I mean, like, Blaze is kind of the only person who outright, like, complains about it. I think somebody else told me to at one point, probably as a joke because I was mentioning it. Or it does bother people, they're just scared to tell me that it bothers them. I don't know. It's like, if I got used to it, I could get used to it. But I enjoy the motions. It makes more sense in my brain. Like, when they're doing something, they're doing something. Like, they're going and they're attacking. They're fucking leaving their post and they're dealing damage. It's what they're doing instead of just hopping up and down and, oh shit, random damage is... oh, God. They just like twitch. They just twitch a little bit. They just twitch a little bit. I don't know. Like, it was almost better when it was slower, but then it was too slow. I don't know. I could probably get used to it. I don't want to get used to it, though. I don't like it. I don't like it very much right now. I should drink my fucking water. There was a mobile game. There was one that I did for a thing. It was a rhythm game. Rhythm game was the word I was thinking of, but I said mobile game. Both are correct. I think it was called Zion, something like that. And a similar situation happened there, where, like, things were going a little too fast for me to, like, I didn't really understand it, and what would happen would I would tap, and then I wouldn't see anything happening. I wouldn't perceive that any changes were made. Like, I'd think that I would be doing it, and then nothing. It didn't feel like anything was happening, and I just got a massive headache. I just got a massive headache when I tried to play that game. The mode, because it just didn't feel like... I don't like when things aren't responsive, and there are, like, things that happen when the motions, like, they take damage. It's just like... I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like... My finger starts to hurt. I don't get... It's just... I'm too used to the things happening that when I do something where I know in every other situation for the past year something has happened, and that's not the thing that's happening exactly as I see it. Just like this weird feeling gets to me. I start to get a headache. It's not as bad as the Zion or whatever the fuck it was called. But it does bother me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah, God. Was her damage total even, like, 9s at all? I don't think it was. Oh, well. I don't like it. I'll leave it on. I'll torture myself for Blaze because it's faster. It's not faster, though, because I'm hesitating, because I don't want to do it. Oh, God. So I played a bit earlier today. I didn't rank very much today. I didn't rank today. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I didn't play very much today. I gotta close my eyes. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna fucking look at it. Whose skill went off? This one. No, it was this one. I just fucking. I heard something. I don't like it. Yeah, I didn't play very much today. I got my books in the mail. So funny story there. What I thought was gonna be 8 books is actually 2 books. So I bought a collection set of multiple books from my favorite author, Nut Hampson, and I thought it was just going to be multiple books, and I also bought another book, and I got both books, but I say both because there's 2, because I actually just got one really big book with 7 books in it. The delivery of that whole thing went terrible because I feel terrible. I can't do it. I can't. That's the wrong thing. I'm not even fucking thinking straight. Let's make sure we got everybody good, though. Okay. My fucking leg is just... I got goosebumps on my leg. I got goosebumps on my leg. God. I kind of have battle action motions on. I know if I endured it and I sat through it for like an hour or like a day or something, I could get used to it, but I don't want to get used to it. I don't want to put myself through that, and I don't care if it's faster or not. I can't do it. I can't do it. I get it. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. It just works so much better for me. Because this one's the one that's attacking. Look, she goes and she attacks. It's what happens. It's what happens. I'm telling her to attack. Boom, that's attacking. I gotta have battle action motions on. I'm sorry to the people who can't stand it. But I can't stand it the other way around. So it's just like... what? I don't know. I mean, needs of the one, right? No. If it were dozens of people, like, petitioning to get me to turn it off, then yes, I would suffer through it, and I would get used to it. But I don't see that. I just see Blaze complaining, and Patchy also complaining, not during regular battles, but during auto team, because it's like the animation, it's so frequent and quick that it's just weird, bothers him. And that I can understand more. But I don't really want to, like... I mean, that doesn't even affect me, because it's an auto team. I'm not even pressing anything, so that's not gonna mess with my head at all. So I guess, like, if I know I'm gonna be grinding that, like, the special area with the level 500s, then yeah, I'll turn it off for the auto team. It'll go quicker too. It'll be better for grinding. But yeah, the auto team I only use on level 500s because it just works best that way. They can kill anything, but it's just not as entertaining. Like, I mean, I can barely manage level 300 with this team. If I got another Siri, maybe, or another potion maker chick, maybe. But I just really like the novelty of the auto team because it is undefeated, and it just demolishes shit. I think it's fucking great. I just think it's really funny too. It's one of my favorite teams. Well, maybe absolute favorite. Another favorite would be my all alchemist team, again for the novelty of it, because it's just a team it comprised entirely of alchemists, which is funny. It didn't always work very well, but it was still great. It was during an event where I didn't really care that I used it, so I wasn't getting a lot of points, and I died every now and then, but it was still just a lot of fun. Because, you know, I still had to make the videos, so I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna have fun with it. Because I wasn't caring very much about doing really well in the event. We should look at our ranking though. I forgot what it was. I think it's like where we need it, maybe ish. I checked it like forever ago. We'll check it again. I think I'm under 1,000. I think I'm like just under 1,000, which is cool because I want to be within 1,000. Well, I mean, within 2,000 would be the best thing, right? Because within 2,000, you still get Crimson Dress. I also get a Katrina, who's pretty cool. So I have another Resurrect and Fully Recover, but she's 2 activations. But my other one doesn't have or it only has 1 activation. So Katrina's 2 activations. My other one, so Katrina's automatically better. Even within 2,000, that's crazy. And a UR ticket and things like that. Within 1,000, you get an LR chance ticket, which is interesting. I guess another Katrina and a Crimson Dress. If I get within 500, however, I get 2 tickets and 2 Katrinas. 2 Katrinas, meaning I think it's 20% now. Resurrect and Fully Recover. 2 activations, just 20%, and it's just better to have a GUR, just more attack, more defense, more soldiers, shit like that. So maybe I'll shoot for 500. Maybe I'll have to look at my Elemental Hall teams because a lot of people are going to be doing this event. I'll know, like, for certain I'll be within 2,000 for the Crimson Dress. But I'll just kind of I'll play it by ear and see if I'm gonna shoot for Katrina. Somebody didn't like her second form very much. I don't know. She's all right. Hey, it's Blaze. I was talking about them. Just go fuck yourself. Blaze specifically. Blaze hates this person. Oops. Gossip. They do though. People were talking about Jin. I don't know very much about them. I'm sure they're alright. I can assume they won't watch this video. I don't know these other people though. Wait, who? Will I? I don't think so. Not so far. I forget where most people are. We're not gonna find my name. I'm just looking for... Terrell Lee, right there. Yeah, okay, there. That's Patchy. That's Patchy, and there's Terrell. Terrell's kind of funny. I don't know Terrell at all, but fucking, there's a funny story about him. So Avril, who quit the game after a while, she was like a big fan of Terrell or something. So she at one point changed her name to Terrell, and then Frank just went around like ridiculously confused because he never knew this, and he just asked so many people who Terrell was. And these were people that knew this Terrell and would say various things, and I had no fucking clues. I was like, yeah, this is my best friend. Because I didn't even know, because Avril's name is Ming on the chat, but I changed it to Avril. Because you can change that. You can change people's display names, like what you see them as. So I didn't even know that she was Terrell. But Frank was just like massively confused. And I didn't even fucking know that her name was changed. So he's like, who's Terrell? And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't even care. But no, Terrell's pretty cool. But Lee's doing better than Terrell. Oh, Apache. He's a cool kid. My rank, though. Yeah, 918. Good shit right there. Good shit. What about Blade? I don't know who these people are. It's just... Yep. So, 918. Just under 1,000. If I wanted to go for... I'd have an LR chance ticket, then. Which I guess is cool, you know? I mean, like, if I wanted to, I could put in the effort, shoot for 300. Don't want to, though. Don't really want to at all, actually. But... I don't know. Just fucking... Is there anything I missed? I'm trying to think. Talked about the books. Talked about the Korean. Talked about the experience, the battle action motion off. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all.
I think that's going to be about it. I think that sums everything up. Should I do that? Should I do that at the end of every episode now? Do a recap for you? I think it's helpful for the people who don't comment because, like, it's right at the end. So if you made it to the end of the video, I'm reminding you of all the things in the video. So then you can be like, oh yeah, you know, like I thought that was pretty interesting when he mentioned that in the very beginning, and I should comment about that thing. But then because I talk about just so much shit that just responding to one specific thing is kind of hard. But I also have a pretty good memory, so I'm gonna know what you're talking about if you use enough context. Um, so I don't mind. I like comments. Comments are good. I'm trying to respond to more of them than I have in the past. I read all of them. I still get a notification for every single comment. I read all of them. I just don't always respond to them. Sometimes it's a mood thing. Sometimes it like doesn't warrant a response, or I'll decide that it's best saved for a video. Like I'll just talk about it in a video. Uh, but sometimes I even just forget to do that, which is bad. Because then it's almost like I've essentially ignored their comment. But I don't know. Yeah, leave comments. Just go ahead and do it. Take care of yourself.